Hello.
Hello, and welcome to.
Let's show now.
Are we still droning out?
Episode
I think
523. I thought we were going to finish. I thought we were finishing each other's sentences, but evidently that's not happening. We're not.
Yeah, I know. It was Cole's turn. I thought we were going clockwise.
Okay, wait. Hello, and welcome to. Are we still droning out after 10 years? Tonight we are joined by everyone's favorite mustache, Stephen.
Good evening.
My buddy Jack, Mr. Bright Until I Fly.
Other arm. Hello, you're right. Yeah, that's
and it. I'm some guy who
is
a human. I'm a human
with a spiffy new haircut, and I see you're filming from a remote location today as well.
I am. As you can see, there's some green. I dyed my hair slightly green. I don't know if you can tell, but
it's very fashionable.
Oh,
green screen versus
Thank
blue
you,
screen,
Alexander.
then, which is better?
I don't know. I could switch it around and we could try.
Because I've heard people use blue screens. Uh-oh. Well, I was working better before.
And he
get it out just in time.
I think the blue is actually better.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, well, the eye doesn't go, what's that, when it sees a trace of blue as much as it does with green, I guess.
Yeah.
Keys out.
Oh, except there's some weird, I don't know. Yeah.
Who's in favour of going once a month? Due to we haven't got any. I want to go to the
there being basically no news in the world of drones since around 2021.
Yeah, and
Curry's there. There's some news. There's some news out there.
Throw that news at me.
And
I don't know if you're gonna like it, Stephen. This might be. Is
it more Piss Ultra news?
Oh, is it? You're damn right it is.
What now? Do you need a special password and then you'll be able to buy the new flight controller? Or do you have to meet someone in an alley somewhere in Eastern Europe and do all sorts of illegal things to them in order to get a new flight controller?
But I don't know.
No, none of that. Actually, you just have to be cool to get one and to fly them.
So what's Jack got there? It's a solenoid.
Right, to make up for it, Stephen, if we do talk about Kiss Ultra for longer than 20 minutes or 15, 15
what
minutes.
What are you going to do with the solenoid? Does it fire a nail?
No. This is a makeshift Tesla coil. I will plug it in and...
When you say makeshift, how makeshift? Like made by your own fair hand?
I've quite a lot with
it.
we need a demonstration.
The standards are still high. That's excellent. Well done, Jack.
Oh God, no! That means, hang on, I need the right tweezers. I need the ceramic tweezers.
That's not normally a Tesla coil thing, is it? Needing the right tweezers.
Hang on. It's awful. I was literally the whole time I was like playing with it, chatting to you on the phone. Just like Cole called me up. I was like, look what I made, and I zapped myself about 20 times.
Is this just to help you like get up in the mornings? Is that what you're doing these days?
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what, but it's a treat. This is to make up for talking about. Do you want the?
Go on then.
Do you want the
lay
full
the Kiss
body?
Ultra on me? You're just making it worse. It's like when someone's talking about pulling a Band-Aid off and they just get it over with. Get it over.
No, we have to do it gently, Stephen, so that way we annoy you even more.
You got to feel every follicle as it is slowly and painfully removed.
So we've got a bit of corona discharge there at the end, and if we hold this ceramic,
don't spill your beer. Stop it.
Neon.
Oh, look at that, spicy.
Took me a while to remember to use the ceramic tweezers.
Yike!
Oh, God. It stinks.
Someone's making a fool of me.
Yep. Jack was saying that he was in pain a few times, I guess, from it, which is pretty on brand for Jack in his workshop.
Yeah,
and I burnt myself as well.
You, mate. Like that's quite something to build. So genuinely,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, one of the transistors, mate, gets so red hot. It's unbelievable.
Which is correct. All these things are correct.
And I forgot, I spilled a bit of ISO.
So strongly, I'm surprised we can even talk.
And that discharge sorted onto the ground plane of my mat, and then go on fire.
Well, it just wouldn't be you if you didn't do something like that. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Let's be serious here. Yeah.
I mean, the only reason we can't talk about you like accidentally burning holes through the crotch of your trousers during the process is that we are in fact on YouTube. So
yeah. But it was a good laugh. It's good.
Well done. Like kudos. I've never heard of anyone DIYing one in there. In people who've got giant warehouses and can stand well away from it behind screens do it. But Jack, you're doing it in a bed set. Tesla coils in a bed set. I think. Well done.
I did. Yeah. I have melted a few windings here and there as well because I done like a triple winding and went back on itself, and that melted, and then caught on fire.
Cole, KISS news. This elastoplast removal.
Okay. Yes. Actually, sorry. Let me just correct you there, Stephen. It's KISS Ultra news.
Carry on.
Well, let me get my screen sharing up. I just found out about it this morning. I saw it. Well, I just saw that it was a thing. So let me just pull this up here. So, no,
is there a press release?
What? Why are you talking about it without a cat? You need to get a cat and hold a cat.
Yeah, Blofeld style. Anyway, give us some deets.
So basically, we're now on to KISS Ultra V3 from Alexander Fedorov, aka Fedor Commander, and there seems to be quite a different bit of changes here as far as layout and some other stuff. I think these are just pre-production ones at the moment. So, and I think the pre-production ones are already sold out.
That weird form factor, huh? Like not making much use of the available space. Well, it's like a 30 by 30, except only using like 20 by 20s worth of board space in the middle.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I see here's the thing. I don't look at hardware that type of way. I'm like, oh, it works.
Yeah.
And it's going to work. Okay, cool.
I guess if you can, why not?
Yeah. I mean, basically same form factor, H743 processor. I guess I think it's the same gyro as before, but it's a new barometer because I think the old barometer was end of life, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't you mean accelerometer, gyro?
Inertial measurement unit.
No, I think it's the gyro is still the same, but it looks like there's more protection-y stuff on this board. So there's
my mistake.
More ESD protection on USB. Oh, big thing. Sorry, well, I guess it says it down here, but we now are away from the micro USB. We are upgraded to the USB Type-C right here, which is very, very nice. And I'm sure a lot of people are pretty happy about that. Because nothing uses micro USB
takes up
anymore.
More board real estate, but it's more of us.
Yeah, it's a better connector type for sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably not. I'm not even the right person to talk about it because I don't.
DJI will appreciate that because you can put the DJI on a BEC, a 12-volt BEC now, so you don't have to worry about getting some back EMF through motors and knocking out your fancy DJI VTX.
Well, yeah, because I mean, on my KISS Ultra V2 build with DJI 04, I'm running it off of an external BEC.
Yeah.
But now this has 12-volt built in, which is nice. So for any sort of high volt VTX, you can just basically use that there. One thing I did notice is that the V2 versus V3, 5-volt camera ground video in and camera controller on the top, and now the 12-volt video out smart audio is on the bottom. So I guess it's just
in the software improvements. It says added BL heli pass through. They can't have just done that, right?
No. That's just probably carrying over. They're just carrying over whatever the specs that were already there.
Reiterating that.
Yeah. And Alexander said 12-volt also for super clean analog. So That's really nice. Well, it's weird. Like I haven't had really many issues on my like clean builds with analog, but my one quad that I beat up, it's a little bit it's not the happiest right now, but I think it's either the motors or my wiring or whatever, but still totally flyable. But I mean, if there's 12 volt now and it's better for clean analog, then that's perfect. That's really nice.
Less noise, more better.
Exactly. But I think a lot of people are going to be pretty stoked about just the USB-C alone. That's a huge thing. Plus all the different little protections that he's put on there. So
I hope it's wired the way that actually lets you put it in both ways, because I have seen some super cheap FCs where they put USB-C on, but they've only like wired one side of the contact, so you have to put USB-C plug in one way. It's like
no, I don't
USB-C
think
with all the fun of micro USB.
No,
basically,
it's
Alexander just said
got
2 words. Yeah, quality of life. That's the main stuff. Is just big quality of life improvements. So that's cool, and it's the same price as what it has been. So it's not
more like a 2025 version of the same thing. It's not like a massive overhaul.
Pretty much, yeah. And I know there's, I think he said it ships, like it ships with B64. So I don't. The thing is, I'm like I said, I'm not Mr. like technical. I don't know like how to talk about all these things in like a very technical standpoint, but it's good. And he said USB works both ways.
It can be. It can be, because there's fingers on both sides of that. And if you're lazy and you just wire like ground 5 volts and 2 of the data lines and not the ones that are on the other side, you've just created a USB-C that has to be plugged in one way.
Alexander, does it support fast charging via the USB? That'd be so
definitely.
funny.
I don't know how they did it, but I swear I've got one flight controller that required me to put the cable in one way round, and I was just like, how the hell have you done this? This is what you get from random Chinese brands, which is not what Mr. Fedorov is peddling, I'm sure. So.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, it's cool to see some developments and some upgrades and some just stuff going on, because like, I mean, I'm a Kiss Ultra fanboy, but like it's just cool to see that there's one guy who's carrying the torch, and he keeps implementing new stuff that, I mean, he doesn't have a whole crazy team behind him. That's like he's literally like a one-man band, so it's pretty impressive.
Boutique flight controllers,
yeah,
like him, Dom Clifton, right? Just cranking them out at home for the fun of it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess out of curiosity, I mean, like, is there anybody else that is a one-man band like that's doing like in the year 2025? Is there anybody that is like doing what he's doing, but like
like Mr. Clean Flight, he's still doing it. Yeah. And I think Jay Blackman, or whoever, the guy that is kind of coordinating most of Betaflight, he makes his own FCs. He's got a couple of designs out there. There's a few people.
That's
you know why he's finally yielded and given us Type C is so that he can sell the smaller rubber standoffs. So you need that extra room to fit Type C. So it's like a marketing thing. Not enough people bought the smaller standoffs. So now you got no.
Now choice. You have to. No.
Have to, yeah.
What do you mean smaller standoffs?
Do a bundle. He done. You know those like rubbery vibration.
Oh, the grommets.
Dampening. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's got those weird screw-in ones, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because most flight controller mounting stuff, you just get posts, and then you have rubber grommets that can slide up and down, and you just position it wherever. Yeah. But he sells the fixed height ones, doesn't he?
Yeah. There's Cole.
I think I prefer just having the long posts and then just sliding down some rubber grommets on the long posts. A bit more flexible.
I've never done it that way before, but
those rubber grommets do go after a while. Right?
Yeah, they do. But then you have a bag of like 50 of them, and
I guess the thing is too is that if you have like super long screws, you have to like get the precise height, right? Whereas like with these ones, you kind of just have a short one, and then
Not really. You just pick something that is either you go side to side through the whole frame, or you just stop shy of the top plate and put a nut on it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess it's like it's like
it's just a different way of doing it. With this, it's like you're kind of Legoing the thing up in height, notch by notch. But yeah, I've just got trays of M3 and M2 bolts that are maybe from 8 mil through to about 18 mil in like 1 or 2 mil increments, and I just pick the right one and put a couple of rubber grommets on, put a bolt at the bottom, put rubber grommets and bolt at the top, and everything's sort of locked in there.
I remember when I got my... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Jack.
The number one thing that does my head in about gummies is that there's different types. There's those ones, and then you've got those ones. Littler ones
that are like,
and you've got the tall ones and the short ones as well. So you're like, you get round to do 3 corners, and the fourth one you'll be like, oh
yeah,
this one's a different height.
Yeah,
and that's how you end up with like 50 spare gummies when you just need one.
Yeah, in a way, I hate gummies.
Yeah,
and I
you could probably find out what this is though and just buy it like off AliExpress. These bolts, that's what I do rather than go buy 4 for like a couple of euros plus postage. I just buy 20 of them from some random hardware store which is OEMing these.
The height of the FC is the same as the V2.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think there's much size difference within USB-C and micro. Is there? Like obviously a bit of like maybe like a millimeter, not even.
USB-C is a bit fatter. It's mainly that the board real estate.
More real estate.
Yeah, it's a wider and longer socket than the micro USB. So
yeah,
you have to shuffle everything around on the board to fit it in.
Yeah, right. We've done 10 minutes. Don't subject Stephen to any more. He suffered enough.
All right. It's interesting.
Are you sure?
But
so Stephen, like, when are you upgrading to Kiss Ultra?
Not new. I mean, I don't know. Whenever they come out with something that will like fit in a 2.5-inch drone, I'd give it a punt. But I'm not building another 5-inch because I only fly them like once or twice a year. It's not really worth it for me.
Did you not enjoy Did you not enjoy the analog of the the flying that you done with us?
It was all right, but yeah, I was flying digital, just like digital micros the whole time, and I just prefer micros, unless you're fighting strong wind. You need that like big 7-inch that can hold a really high cruise speed if you've got strong winds. But if you're just like messing around and burning a couple of packs down somewhere close to where you live, then little micros are great for that. You can just literally put them in a jacket pocket and walk out the house,
That's true. Yeah, I guess I've never, I have a tiny whoop that that's the smallest other than a 5-inch. That's like
tiny whoops do struggle, but if you just get up to like somewhere between 2.5 and 3.5-inch props, like you can still do freestyle moves, and you don't have to like go to 100% throttle every time you decide to do a flip.
Yeah.
Like with tiny whoops, you're like, I'm going to flip it. Better get some height first.
Yeah. I learned that after a lot of crashes. Yeah. I don't know. For me, like the smaller quads, I mean, the tiny whoops is like, it's a toy, right? Whereas like, I mean, they're all toys technically, but I think of like a 5-inch and a 7-inch as more of like a tool, I guess.
It's just the power to weight ratio, right? Like the flight controllers and video systems get a bit lighter, but they don't get like hugely lighter compared to the lift that you're getting. So you have to spend more and more of the power that you're getting from the motors just to lift the electronics.
True. Yeah. Well, I've heard that like these days, like a 2.5 or 3.5 can fly like a 5-inch supposedly.
Yeah. You get to like 3.5 inches, and I think that's like, you can't do a 4-inch unless it's going to be like a China Cup and stay under 250 grams. But 3.5-inch, I've got 2 of them. One with walk snail, which is quite robust, of Chris Ross's AOS frame, and then a DJI 03 stripped down, which is less robust, but I've yet to break it. And they both like sub 250 with a 650 Mark 4S or even a 750 Mark 4S. So
I really
That
enjoyed Chris Rosser episode.
I thought he was the best guest we've had in a long while, guys.
Yeah, I felt really bad for being so late because like he was a really nice guy. He's a really chill dude.
With liquid nitrogen to hit the world record attempt. I thought that was mind blowing. Like cooling down to minus 80 and then they'd be 100 degrees plus after just doing like the start of a speed run. Never mind doing a couple of passes. That was just nuts.
Yeah. It was nice to have a guest on that you sort of like really sunk your teeth into. It felt like you could talk to him for about 3 hours.
Oh yeah, he had so much to say. Thank you, Chris. Very, very cool.
Yeah. It was like,
I'm looking forward to getting more frame ideas as well, because a lot of people are like, oh, there's this huge trend, let's just jump on board. But Chris, he started a few of those trends, right? He's been like, there's a good reason for doing this. I'm not doing it because everyone else is doing it. Let's see how it goes.
Especially the dampening grease.
Yeah,
man.
And he sees stuff through.
He took that in very good grace, I feel, as well. Like he saw the funny side to it. He wasn't faced about it whatsoever.
He didn't seem like he's like. Obviously, he's a pretty freaking smart guy, and usually like really smart people can kind of be a bit like grandiose sometimes, but he didn't seem like that at all. He was like, he seemed like a pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
Well, I did feel like I'm sure he's had so many people screaming at him on YouTube and his Discord because that's just part of the territory. So well done on keeping your head up, Chris. Doing an awesome job.
Yeah, I did. I did feel a bit like a potato, being like, "This is a sponge on a stick. You can apply sexual lubricant. I mean, frame dampening grease with it.
Would you like me to send you a pack of sponges?
This on a stick."
You're like, Chris Rosser, give me your address. I need your address. I've
got a compute cluster and I'm modeling all these finite elements. I've got statistical modeling packages going in an array of machines. Jack's like, I've got a sponge on a stick.
Yeah.
So anyone who's listening that has no idea what we're talking about, if you go to last week's episode, that was last week, right? Yeah. We had Chris Rosser on, and you can listen to all these inside jokey type things that we are referencing. So
no, this isn't going out on YouTube, as we've got no one to edit.
This is going out on YouTube, but
this is on YouTube, my friend.
I mean, a podcast. Yes. So,
and now everyone's going to hear these without these deviations from the script.
No, but Jack, when I say listening, I mean like anybody right now that's currently watching and listening. If they didn't,
what's Jack got here?
I've finally made my
phone.
Yeah, I got some of the weird, like
slidey,
papery things, and glued them in.
Wow,
it took ages.
So, what is this project?
I am holding up a wing.
I've done a whole bunch of things, but you can't see them because they're largely electronics around the room. Sorry.
Yeah, so I've been slowly building up my foam triangle collection again.
When are you next going to take the foam triangles out for a day of celebration?
I don't know. The weather's absolute dog shit now. I think summer's over. I think we're done.
When does that stop you, Jack?
I don't know.
Good point. Yeah, I'm literally like unless I get like really nice sunsets and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get my 04 quad and look at the nice sunset for 5 minutes. Like unless I do that, I'm pretty much retiring from FPV for the foreseeable future, other than video editing.
Do you get bad winters there too? Does it just like snap and suddenly it's 20 below, or are you not in that part of the world?
Yeah. It's literally like that. It's like right now it's probably averaging around 20 degrees every day. Well, give it
and everything.
Yeah, literally give it a couple weeks. It's just going to be like 5, 10,
like
10, 5, 0.
Like after the Battle of Hoth, where you have to go outside and cut open an animal and climb into its abdomen if you get stuck on the way to Starbucks or something, and you're just like, no, I'm going to have to cut open a cow and crawl into its innards in order to survive.
Yep. That's usually what Canadians do in the winter.
Wow.
That's part of the Welsh breeding scheme. That's like the number one mating ritual.
Oh, I like the suggestion from Clive. Someone should knit me some battery warmers. I do like that. Oh,
a euphemism.
Speaking of batteries, I had an interesting scenario happen the other day. So I don't know if anyone saw, I think it's like my second most recent video on my YouTube channel, but I basically went out and I flew at this building that's being deconstructed. And what ended up happening was I did like a very silly mild crash, and my GoPro Hero 11 Mini died, but I somehow resurrected it. Well, when I went to go fly a sunset the other night, I went to charge up one of the batteries that I had used, and that battery dropped a cell, which was super random. I plugged it into the balance on the charger, and it was like, it said like 11 point something, and I was like, that seems a little bit of low voltage there, and it's not.
Yes, mate.
Yeah. It literally turned into a 3S battery, and I'm like fiddling around with the balance connector. I'm like, oh, maybe it just doesn't have a good connection. No, I tried 2 chargers, tried everything, and then this is also a battery that's considerably old. So and it already had been wrapped up in tape. So I took the tape off, and like that battery was like, yeah, it was a little spicy pillow.
Fat boy.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, what do I do? Do I just discharge it on the charger, or do I put it on a quad and see how long I can fly at 100% throttle? Because so I went that route, and it was insane. Like I can't believe how difficult it is to fly on a basically dead battery that's already dropped a cell. Like my throttle position was so high that I was like scared, and I was just like hovering it right in front of me. So
with the rest of the cells not exactly happy then. No.
So I basically flew it until 100% throttle just landed me in the grass, and then picked it up, and then it recovered again. So then I took off again, and then same thing. I said, okay, bring it home, discharge everything to like 3 volts, and then I went and recycled it at a battery place down the street. So yeah.
When you say recycles at a battery place down the street, you mean like people normally do it, freestyle bandos?
No, there's actually a place down the street here that's they're a battery seller or whatever, and I know that they have a little like, which is really strange, they have a cardboard battery recycling little box in their place. So what
happens if you don't have a cardboard battery?
No. ha 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 ha. That was good. That's a good question. I wish I had more cardboard batteries. But yeah, so I put it in there. I said, I have a battery in a Ziploc bag, and I've taped it up. They're like, okay, here you go, put it in. I'm like, I look inside there, it's just all like AAAs, AAs, and like whatever. I'm like, just put this.
Yeah.
This lipo that I've cut off all the connectors and all the things.
We've got a battery disposal scheme, which is you put the batteries out, and they have to be like in a sealed bag, and you put them on top of the recycling bin separately. And I've watched the guys come around, and they just take them, look at them, go shrug, and then just throw them into the rubbish compactor with everything else.
Fuck.
Which is fine if you've got a couple of AAs, but if you're just like, I really got rid of this, gotta get rid of this like 7 amp hour 6S, I'll just leave it out there in a bag.
And they wonder like wwhy their truck is on fire.
There's a dull thump inside and a big cloud of smoke.
Yeah, that's it's funny because like there's been about 2 or 3 occasions since I started this hobby where I'm like, what do I do with this battery now that it's either damaged or dead or whatever? And I'm like, when I was like really brand new in the hobby, I was flying, and I basically like power looped something, and I was like over concrete, and it like ripped out the balance leads from the balance connector, so they would like spark when you like touch them or whatever, right? Obviously. So I was like, maybe I'll just leave this battery in the concrete on the ground in this corner by some brick, and it'll live happily ever after. And I was like, maybe that's not the most responsible thing to do. And then I was like, maybe I'll put it back together, and I'll put it at the in the parking lot of the fire station across the street. Maybe they'll know what to do with it. And it was just like, because there's not a lot of like you can't really look up like, oh, lithium polymer battery recycling. Like it's not really, they're not popular batteries, right? As far as like mainstream or
Which
like
is weird because from looking at the state of the market, you'd think that lithium's fairly valuable.
Yeah.
There's not much in it though, is there, lithium wise?
Yes, it's probably just
a tiny amount.
Crap, isn't it?
But like you look up any battery recycling place, they never list lithium polymer. It's all like, you know, I don't know. It's not on the. It's usually not on the list, and I'm just like, well, it is a lithium battery, and they've listed other types of lithium batteries, so maybe I'll just let them deal with it. But I just hope that nothing happens.
Well, it's better than putting it in with a bunch of regular waste where it could catch something on fire, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to like see the reaction that happens when you like puncture a lipo and watch it burn up. I've never done that. I've never seen it happen, but at the same time, I don't really want to see that happen because that's
irresponsible, Cole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just remember
you just
like
watch the world burn, don't you?
Well,
watch the world burn.
Not really. I mean, like the funny part was when I left it outside of the fire station. I left it there for like a day or two, and I was like, this doesn't seem right. I'm gonna check and see if it's still there. I went back; it was still sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I'm taking it back. And I fixed it, and that battery is actually still really good, which is really weird.
Maybe they used their special fire magic on it.
Yeah. Hopefully, I hope so.
Yeah, I think there's been quite a lot of people setting batteries on fire and filming them. I'm surprised if there isn't a slow-mo one, but it's mainly just the gas, isn't it? Like you start off seeing this big ejection of gas, and then that becomes so hot that the gas ignites, and boom.
Huh. Well, apparently Joshua Bardwell, as of July, blew one up. One of the dark lithium ones. I wonder if that is worth showing. It's a well, what is it? It's a humongous battery. It's like a, oh, is he going to show it? Does he show it? Let's see. Let's find out.
Demonetized.
When we're not even monetized, so it's perfect.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, so what is this? I guess we can listen to the audio. $1,300 for a battery. Oh. Oof.
I've got to mention I'm fairly impressed with AM32 at the moment because they've gone from this project where I'm wondering, are they going to make it or not? And now I'll keep an eye out for all the pull requests that go in. They've got a crazy number of supported ESCs now, like over 200.
Wow.
Yeah. Good on
I wish I could say that it is relevant to me, but sadly it's not.
Do you have KISS ESCs?
Technically, yes. In one of in my like old quads, I have KISS 24 amp singles. I've got some 32 amp singles. I've got a 25 amp KISS ESC, but I have also some Voltaras, which are essentially, I mean, without it saying a KISS ESC, it's a plug and play KISS Ultra ESC. So it's, the next best thing. Better than any of the other
infringement hammer to come down on them.
I don't think so. They're pretty in cahoots. At least that's what I mean. They're plug and play, so they must be at least somewhat friendly.
Cool.
But I don't know. I do have. Well, then again, I do have a BL Heli 32 ESC in my 7-inch, and that was good. It still plays fine.
I was just I've been looking around at OpenIPC again, and while I don't want to fly it, I kind of want something to test around the house. And I was wondering how to actually find a security camera that I could flash with it. And while I can find all these boards that are compatible, can't actually find like a camera that I can buy that's guaranteed to be compatible, which is kind of weird, seeing as it's supposed to be a security camera firmware.
That is weird.
Yeah. I thought I'll learn how it works, and just like, because I'm not flying an awful lot, and it's kind of annoying when you go to fly and you don't understand how the thing works, and it's the first couple of times you spend all your time on a laptop. I was just like, well, I could use a webcam, so let's get a webcam. But yeah, it doesn't seem to exist, which is annoying.
Huh.
I've got all the FTDI adapters. I've got a soldering iron. I'm ready to go. I keep screwing stuff up and having to drag the FTDI out, so now it's like less of a hurdle than it used to be.
Whee. Good old FTDI adapter.
Oh, I have one of those, thanks to Jack.
The get out of jail free card. Universal get out of jail free card. You say your hardware's bricked? Not technically.
Well, I have one of these.
An in-time warning.
That's one thing.
ST Link.
Yeah.
And
that's an FTDI.
Yep. EBR is acting very surprised about KISS Ultra V3.
Yeah.
It's more like a 2025 re-release of the V2.
It's good.
No, I'm pretty sure EBR is very, very aware.
Probably got them already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your sponsored pilot. I know. I must admit I will not miss micro USB that much.
I mean, it's fine.
I like the mini USB. That was like, drive a truck over it USB.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
I do like mini USB. I like it because it's very easy to repair or switch out too. Mm-hmm. Like on that blue, I don't know if I told you guys about it, but on one of those blue Yeti microphones, I fully did a swap on one of those and brought one back to life, and it's very easy to work with. Yeah. Very, very easy.
Technically, if you've got the motivation, you can swap USB sockets, and probably the minis are a better candidate than the micro because it's a bit more fantastic.
Yes, so many different. What do you call those? USB-C has a ton of
pins.
Pins.
Well, yes, the USB 3 version does, because like you can get USB Type-C. Doesn't mean anything by itself. It's just a plug.
Yeah,
you can get it with just 4 connectors, which is technically USB 1.1 compatible, right? And it might be USB 2.
Yeah.
But then you can also get it with USB 3, and that adds in another boatload of tiny, tiny connectors. So it's really easy to work with if you get a Type-C that is like USB 2 compatible, because that's only 4 connectors to worry about. But then if you go up to USB 3, it might be another 8. It's a lot. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I'm sure I've got a diagram around it somewhere.
I think 3.1 has like at least 12.
Yeah. And they start to get really fussy about like tolerances as well, so you can't just like jam it in and expect it to work, or it's going to be like, no, I don't think it's just going to work at 40 gigabit. It'll just give you negotiation errors.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Zero.
I've never attempted a USB Type-C or 3 point whatever, but they did seem intimidating.
PlayStation controller where I found a little add-in board that someone sold, so you could like take out the micro USB and put in a Type-C.
That's the way forward.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Europe / I think UK may have been part of it, where like you kind of like whatever they made it so everything has to be USB Type-C.
And thank God someone did.
Yeah,
I've got a whole box upstairs that's like legit evidence for why that is a good decision, because it's full of all the stuff that was around before USB adopted a standard connector type. So it would be like it's Type A on the computer side, but the only thing that was on the other end was like the giant Type B full-size plug that you find on scanners and printers. And no one wanted that on like a headset or a music player or a phone, but everyone just invented their own connector. So you had 15 different chargers, with some with iPad style clicking big flat connectors, some with funny little oval connectors, some with big square. It was just a nightmare.
I actually like USB Type B because of like how like it plugs in real nice. It's really robust.
For our audio listeners, Jack is showing off his sockets.
Yeah. Well, so it's a Type-C breakout board.
How many pins is that then? Is that a dozen?
12?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, an extra 8. I was right. Oh, and there's more. Bloody hell.
Okay, well, it's two-sided, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's plug it.
24 in total.
Yeah.
The horror.
They usually hide the other set underneath the connector. So putting in a proper Type-C is a lot of work. But this board allows you to like buzz stuff out to see what's connected and how it's
put it on the scope
together. Yeah, and then you can also have dumb things like I can only find my normal one of these, but yeah, you can like figure out whether it does fast charging or how many amps it can pull.
I've got a cool doodad somewhere around here that's like a Type-C that you can plug in on the head of the charger, and it shows you the voltage and the ampage that the device is using. It's just got a little OLED on it.
That's nice.
Yeah, they're nice. They are.
Because there's a new standard where it's like I think it's called PPS. The new USB chargers, they used to be like 5 volts, and then they added a 9 volt and a 12 volt, and
like
then they removed the 12 volt because that was too useful, and then they added a 15 volt and a 20 volt, and then they went all the way to fully programmable with this PPS stuff. So like the connection literally negotiates and says exactly what voltage it wants down to like 0.1 of a volt or something, and then it gives it exact. So you can get like an IC now that you plug into a modern USB power delivery charger. And it can actually tell the charger exactly what voltage to provide. So you turn the charger into a mini power supply. Just put a little dial on the front end, set the voltage.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's good stuff. Yeah. But,
well, speaking about voltages and whatever, I guess last week I don't think I talked about how it was just mostly in my video, but how I quote unquote killed my Hero 11 Mini. So in my second latest video on my channel, like I was talking about where I crashed at the construction site and blah, 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 my Hero 11 Mini died and it revived. Well, I thought it was completely dead. Like I did everything. I held all the buttons. I held the button forever. I held both buttons. I plugged it in. I put the update the update whatever file on the SD card to try to like force firmware update on the GoPro. Literally nothing. I tried different chargers, different bricks, different cables, computer, like power bank, you name it.
Streaming appeals to a wide variety of deities.
Yeah, I did all that and nothing. Literally nothing happened. And it was like I was trying for like a whole day, different things, different scenarios. And I basically gave up. I said, okay, well, this GoPro is dead. Yay, thanks, GoPro. Well, on a random whim, like I was even like chucking it on the ground.
Aren't you in the rarefied part of the world where you just go down to your local GoPro store, wave it, and go, "It broke, and I definitely wasn't flying it," and they give you a new one?
No, sadly not. No. If there was a place that I could do that in person, I would love that. But I mean, I do have the GoPro subscription, but I don't even know if they.
I thought that was the whole point of the subscription-y thing.
Well, there's no like storefronts for that. It's all like online kind of thing. But I was trying everything. I even was like throwing it on the ground. I was even like punching it. I was like, come on, come back to life. You smack it, wake it up a little bit. But nothing. But then I was driving my girlfriend to work one morning just before I left, or like an hour before I left. I plugged it in on her block that can do like 2 amp or like 2 point something amp output. Came home, messed around in my house. I don't know what I did. I was like cleaning and doing dishes. And I looked over at the GoPro and the light was on. And I was like, what? And supposedly on some GoPros, at least on the Hero 11 Mini, if you have this issue where it's dead, it's not coming back to life, it's not turning on, yada, yada. If you give it around 2 amps, supposedly that like resets something. I don't know the technical term of it, but like you give it 2 amps for like 30 minutes or more, supposedly. I don't know even with this even. I don't even know if it's a thing, if it's a witchcraft or something, but it brought it back to life. And now,
congratulations.
Let's check. Let's see. Does the GoPro still work? Let's find out here first on Let's Drone Out. Is it going to turn on?
No.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah,
it's still alive. Still works. Awesome. So
you got a horseshoe up your ass.
Yeah. Well, I ended up buying more Hero 11 minis as a backup. I went into panic mode, but I got some good deals on them, which is nice. But yeah.
Is that the best camera then, in your opinion, as a camera dude?
I would say, yeah, for FPV, I would say the Hero, like, unless you're like literally bashing the crap out of stuff, maybe it's not the most durable. I don't know. That's what everybody says online, but I think
is it the same? So what size is this? Remind me. Are we talking like Hero 5 Session, or are we talking bigger?
Well, here we'll do some comparisons here.
Because people say mini, but the definition of mini changes from one year to the next depending on how big or small they think things should be.
So, Hero 11 Mini versus Hero 5 Session, right?
Yeah. Okay,
versus
so it's like not
Hero
as deep
9.
as the Session, but it's wider.
So like, oh, look there. There you are, Stephen.
Hello.
You're on my TV. So, it only has that screen. So that's a big... wait. It only has that screen, so that's a big plus for smashability.
Mm-hmm.
Regular GoPros have too many screens, which is not good.
On your screen.
Yeah, like... Basically, I personally think it gives you the best image quality, the smallest size, no smashability of the screens.
Can you
maybe slightly compromised durability?
Battery?
Sorry?
Is it internal battery? Can you remove the battery?
No, it's all internal battery.
Well, that's your gotcha then. You have to like charge it, so you can't have one for the entire day. You need like a swap so you can charge it.
I've never really had any issues, to be honest. Like if I'm like, I never really fly for
hard enough.
Well, I don't fly like 4 or 5 hours.
Got to do 35, 40 packs before lunch.
No, can't do it. If I have 35, 40 packs worth of GoPro footage, I'm gonna probably find the closest revolver. And
you're like, sorry, darling, I realized I was married to you, but now I've got 40 packs worth of GoPro footage, and I can't see you until Christmas.
Yep, pretty much. Fun per volt. Does the GoPro still force you to use the app? Yes and no. I mean, there's like a pre-built like easy or pro mode you can select from the GoPro, but
the remote control software, because they used to be like, you just need to find this app on the Android store that can't call itself GoPro for copyright reasons. You've got to search for camera control remote V2 hyperextended or something.
Well, you know what? For the Hero 5 Session, it's very similar to the Hero 5 Session. Like, you can change some settings. You can't change all settings from the GoPro. But there's also, if you have GoPro Labs, you can just do the QR code thing. And then,
like
then you technically don't need the app.
Runcam should sue them for that.
Yeah. Any views expressed are those of individuals.
First, prior art.
Yeah. I mean, then Runcam was quote unquote getting sued. Well, I don't know. GoPro was getting flack for having super view, so then they called it XV.
I think Runcam doesn't even have a full-time lawyer. They're like sharing with a bunch of other, companies. He probably only just does like Thursdays before lunchtime. So.
Legal notice. Any views expressed by any guest. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, back to the Hero 11 Mini thing. I think it's the best size, weight, quality, performance, bang for the buck, but it's now end of life. So no, it's yeah.
Well, you better keep on your toes, because that thing's going to be end of life the instant another couple of generations come out.
Oh yeah.
They'll be like, this new one's got 5 screens.
Yeah. Oh. In other news, is there anybody, please tell me that there's somebody in this audience, either from Canada or the States, that has the Goggles N3 and wants a lens cover and a head strap, please, someone take this from me.
Why do you not want the lens covers or head straps?
Because I don't have these goggles anymore.
Oh,
I bought the Goggles N3 and I was sadly disappointed.
Sell them with the goggles, or you sent them back?
I sent them back, and I can't find anybody to take these because nobody has these goggles. And like,
they're cursed. Well, you count yourself lucky you got rid of the goggles and you didn't get landed with them then, because it's that's an indication that they are not preferred.
Well, yeah, like I don't want to throw in the garbage.
You were so enthusiastic to start with about those, and then you were just like, these suck.
He can't see. He's got old man vision now. He needs diopters.
Well, okay, no, the main I would say the main thing for me was that they were like extremely uncomfortable, hence why I got this head strap. Then when I put them on my eyes, it was like it wasn't in focus. But then,
and that's why you've got the thing where you just put it inside the goggles and suddenly you can't see anything, just like perfectly black.
I mean, the weird thing was like, because I was a digital noob too, I didn't realize that once you arm, you get full bit rate. So I'm like, maybe this blurry image I thought I was seeing was just a low bit rate image.
Oh no, if it's not moving, then you don't get any blurring. So
no, but it's still kind of like pixely, not as clear. But at least with the 04 system,
used to be a bit like that. I mean, I had some occasions where my wiring got busted up and the thing like never got the arm signal, and it would like I'd take off and fly a while and then be like, this is atrocious, and I couldn't see where I was going. You can fly a surprising distance before you realize that something is genuinely wrong.
Yeah. Well, with the 04 system, like when I set the quad down, it looks a certain way, and I know that it's not like at its full quality yet. Once I arm, you don't get like a flash on the screen, but you kind of get like a bit of a flicker where all of a sudden like it kicks into full 60 megabit mode where it's like really clear.
Oh, really?
And you can see the difference from when it's just sitting and then you arm and then it's like, whoa,
it's
this is
someone
like
pulls focus and all of a sudden you're like bing, pin sharp.
Yeah. It's like the weird thing too is that when you're flying in like the low, like the 30 frames per second mode, like when you arm, you have to wait a split second for that high resolution to kick in, then take off, or else it's kind of jarring when you're like, whoa, what's like,
that's funky.
Yeah. But I think there's not very many people that are flying the 30 frames per second mode, but I still need to try out the high frame rates, and I will someday. But
one day, but not today.
Literally, because I've got so much editing to do. Yeah. I'm working on a video right now where I got a company reached out to me for my first brand collaboration, believe it or not, which is kind of cool. So that's going to be probably my next video coming out. And yeah, so that's kind of exciting. But other than that, I have like a million more videos to edit. So
good luck. I hope you can manage to fit the mattress infomercial seamlessly into the FPV footage.
Well, you know what? Like my whole thing is like, I'm not even like trying to sell it. I mean, so basically they, this company, which, everybody will see it when it comes out, but it looks like they're sort of collaborating with a lot of creators right now. And one of the perks is like, okay, you get to have the product and, whatever, but you also get to like do the affiliate thing where you can get like a kickback on any sales. But I was just like, I don't even care about the sales. Like if I can have the product for free, I can still give my audience a 10% discount. I don't need the 10% kickback. Like just give me the product and that's fine and dandy. So, cause I don't want to have to deal with that as far as like income and taxes and crap like that.
And
no. So it's like, basically, I get the product, I get to show how it is, whether it's good, bad, ugly, whatever. And if people like it and they can get a discount. That's great. I'm not out here trying to shill products to make like $2.
The game isn't what it used to be either. Like we've heard from, Andy RC, Curry Kitten, a lot of people who've been doing this for the long haul since like Banggood was the be all and end all. And that game pays a lot worse than it used to like 10 years ago.
And in my mind, the way that I've seen it and see people talking about it, it's like it's definitely a game, and it's also like I feel like you're spending a lot of time to do that whole game, and not just time, but like mental energy. I feel like I think if I were to try to go like full whack on YouTube, I'd probably lose my absolute mind.
I think some people, they have this like smile switch. There's the type of person who you're like, now I'm going to point a camera at you and you're going to smile and say positive things, and they do, and it looks effortless. And there's a very certain type of person that just does that. Like they turn on a light switch and that's where they're at.
I think
everyone does that.
I feel like that's a really I think that sort of personality trait is very common in the entire world. Like people turn on that smile switch to go to work every day. People turn that smile switch on to interact with humans that they don't even give a bleep about. I have a very hard time turning that smile switch on in almost every scenario. I don't know if you guys are like that, but
I work in IT, mate. Like that, my entire industry is full of people who have not ever been able to find that switch exists. They're just constantly pissed off at the world.
yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things. I mean, power to the people that can do it. I don't have the energy to pretend. I don't like doing the pretend thing. So I don't know.
Richard Warwick from the chat is hoping that his GearBest affiliate links are doing well. Maybe you'll be able to buy yourself a Snickers soon. I hope it's doing better than that. I mean, I think it used to pay really, really, really well, like comically well, like second income plus well.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of like it'll buy you a food item, like a fast food item every now and then. That's kind of the level.
Unless you have like a huge amount of subscribers, huge amount of views, huge amount like
because YouTube's just kind of it's gone from being a lot of creators, all with small to middling audiences, to like superstar creators and then just peasants, right? Like we're not even peasants here down here, but there's people who have well in excess of 1 million viewers and 1 million followers, well in excess of that, and it's just like all the money is thrown at those people, and none of it goes down to the tier of people who used to be like, I've got a hobby, let me talk about it.
Yeah,
that's gone.
Well, what do they say? That's just the way she goes, isn't it? That's
the way she goes. Crumbles.
Yeah. Oh, fun for Volt.
What is FPV Lunchbox?
I think it was kind of like a subscription thing where you pay. And correct me if I'm wrong here, Fun for Volt, but I think I remember people talking about it a few years ago, where it was like it's like a subscription where every month you get sent out like a miscellaneous package of random FPV products.
Those used to be North American things, didn't they? Because they didn't really do international shipping.
I think it was mostly a US thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FPV scam. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Here's some old props that no one wants, and some grommets that we found in the bottom of the cupboard.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to limit the things that I have, so I'm definitely not signing up for any lunch boxes.
Oh, you're going for modern asceticism, or not quite that level? Like going for a crisp, empty white apartment with white walls?
Not quite, but like I don't want to have just like endless amounts of junk that sits there for the end until the end of time that won't even get touched.
What are you saying? You implying
I'm judging you and Jack.
No. Yeah, guilty as charged, man. Guilty.
It's pretty easy to start hoarding in this hobby, but yeah.
I'm doing a lot of tidying up right now, so still messing around a lot with the LED panels and stuff. I've got these fun little touch screens as well. I wonder if this cable's long. No, this cable's not long enough. I've got these little light switch sized LCD touch screens that run Android, and they can run some like home control gizmos. So that's next on my list to mess around with.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I found like an ESP that this has a little ESP with a capacitive screen, and if I plug it in with my little USB power,
oh nice,
it works as a little touchscreen remote It's got a little Home Assistant logo, and it's taking a while to load because it's a tiny little thing. It's not going to come into focus, so I've just moved back.
That's okay.
But yeah,
it's
cool. kind of neat. And the idea being that it's going to be a little touchscreen doodad to have on the desk. You see, it's just tiny. It was like I think it's about 17 or 18 quid from AliExpress. It's got like a fancy version of the ESP that you'd have in your Express LRS, basically, with a touchscreen on it. So you do LVGL for the UI, which is how they do the user interface on HTX. So the same way of drawing UIs, but for home automation, so turning on lights and stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah. I've still got the NanoPi here as well. I was instructed to get this because it was definitely going to work with OpenHD. This is definitely the right board to get for a quad until the project kind of went lights out in about like 2022 and disappeared for a while. And now I've just got this, and it was never able to be installed. So I'm trying to find something to use that for as well.
I'm going to pull a Jack quickly here. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have left for today. Jack, can you finish it? I forget what else you say. I just remember you always say unfortunately.
It's always unfortunate.
Yeah.
So sad.
I don't know whether we'll be back next week. Are we going just once a month?
It might just be staring down the barrel of the camera going...
Yeah, I don't know. It depends.
Is it continuing? Is it is Let's Drone Out going to continue?
It may no longer be a weekly event, but we don't want to then have to decide on a frequency and stick to that. So it may be somewhat more fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will it continue? We don't know. Find out on potentially next week or next month or next year's episode of Let's
Thursday at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or go to the Let's Drone Out Discord.
Yeah, we should do a poll. We need so viewers, do you want us to continue? Do you care about Let's Drone Out? Find out in I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah.
The LDO Discord. I
don't know.
Because if Cole doesn't show up and it's just me and Stephen's screwed if I have to go to the toilet.
Well, I can't talk without your charismatic backup. I can hold it together. I can hold down the fort.
Can you do an hour on your own? That's the question.
Just get me talking about random shit.
There's a hint of what it could be like in the future episodes. Yeah.
So, but if you want to suggest topics, then by all means ask us about topics, and I'm happy to go do research and present a bit on various things. So let us know.
Drone related or just in general?
Doing FPV history.
Yeah.
Happy to follow suit and come up with something.
Oh God.
All right. And that, as Jack says, was all we have time for. This has been Let's Drone Out, episode 523. You have been joined by Jack, aka Brighton Till I Fly. His natural call. Cole, aka Camera Dude.
Peace, man. Peace out, bro.
His natural call. And myself, Stephen, aka Stephen. See you next time, maybe.
Congratulations, Zero. Well done, boy. Best mod.
See ya.
See ya.
See you later.